Unfortunately, tonight I was too poor to be out there last night with the rest of you to get your PlayStation 3 pre-order in. I hear that Ben, as in Tragic, he pre-ordered 4. Alex Valle, I think he got 2. So yeah, it's been really kind of cool. But it's kind of funny though. I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen a system launch where almost everyone I talk to that's pre-ordered the system, they're all doing it just to resell it to make a killer profit. Which I can't blame you. I mean, to take something that costs $600 and to sell it for $2,000, if not more. That's a lot of money. That's a killer deal. If I had the money, I'd certainly do it. Now, I do want to dispel a myth. Apparently, there's a myth going around that eBay is going to forbid PlayStation 3s from being auctioned, and that's not true. That is not true. eBay is not going to do any type of maneuver that prevent people from auctioning off the PlayStation 3s once they come out. What the original statement was, eBay has a policy, thanks to Hydra for giving me this information. eBay has a policy that states that you cannot sell a pre-order for a product that does not come out for at least 30 days. So, in other words, if anyone wants to sell a pre-order for a PlayStation 3, they will have to wait until October the 18th. Because exactly 30 days from then, since there's 31 days in October, 30 days from then will be November the 17th. And then people will be able to pre-order, sell their pre-orders. However, I don't know of any type of pre-ordering system where it is transferable. So, I don't know how people are going to be selling pre-orders, but apparently that's what some people are planning to do. Apparently, there's already someone is selling a pre-order on eBay right now for $8,000. I don't know what they were thinking. No one is that desperate for a PlayStation 3. But anyway, tonight's show, like I said, we're going to have Pryde on. I'm also going to talk about a little bit more about the PlayStation 3. And did anyone encounter the problem, and a few people that I spoke to earlier had, some people have went to some stores last night or early this morning and found out that there was only going to be 20 gigabyte version that was being pre-sold. And I find it kind of interesting because Sony stated that there was only going to be around 500,000 available for launch for the PlayStation 3 within the launch window. On launch day, I should say. And only 100,000 of those are going to be the 20 gigabyte model. Which is smart because most people say, well, if I'm going to spend, $500 for a system, what's $100 more? Also, Hydra, thanks for Hydra for this information as well. If you're going to get the PlayStation 3, make sure you get the HDMI cable also, because that will not be included with the system. So, if you're going to be one of those people that's going to be utilizing an HDMI port, you're going to need that. You're going to need that cord for it, and you will have to buy that as a separate accessory. I assume that, of course, Microsoft will have a billion of those available. I'm sorry, Sony will have a billion of those available. But I do want to talk about, if you plan on, I want to talk to anybody who pre-ordered the system for the sole fact of playing the system. In other words, they pre-ordered the system for themselves, for them to play for themselves. If you have done so, I would like to talk to you tonight. Because I think that I would like to know what your reasoning is. Did you pre-order the game? I mean, sorry, did you pre-order the PlayStation 3 for games that are coming out at launch or within a launch window, or did you pre-order it for the big name titles that are coming out next year? Metal Gear Solid 4, Virtua Fighter 5, Tekken 6, Devil May Cry 4, Final Fantasy 13, which probably won't be coming out for about 2 years at least. There's a lot of great games, or at least great looking games that are coming out for the system, but most of them won't hit until like Q2 of 2007 at the earliest. Sorry, LeBron, I cannot buy you a Wii. I'm going to be homeless in a month, and I'm not really kidding about that part. So, I got more urgent priorities. But believe me, if I was a billionaire, you'd be the first person I get to read for. Guess I got someone here. Someone just added themselves on Skype. By the way, for those of you who weren't around last night I was really disappointed because I had a good amount of people listening. I mean, it wasn't an extraordinary amount, but it was a good amount of people listening, and I had zero participation. Well, I really can't say I had zero participation. One person did call in using the Microsoft speech thing in Windows XP to basically tell me to suck his cock or whatever. I mean, come on now. I mean, I hate to sound like a broken record, but without participation, there is no radio. You know what I'm saying? In fact, given the fact that participation has kind of fallen off, I've been giving thought about maybe not making a radio on every night and maybe just do a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing. Maybe that would be better. Maybe I'm wearing it out, and certainly something I need to consider. And that's fine. I mean, I thought that we could sustain it, every night or every other night, but I don't think that I have an audience, that big of an audience yet. I will try to do my best to get. I spoke to Shock briefly last night, who owns UltimateMortalKombat.com, UltimateMK.com, I should say. He has a unusual competition. I haven't seen a competition like this before, so I'm going to try to get him on the show. I tried to get him on last night, but then he said he was extremely busy, and I haven't heard from him tonight either. So it might be a while. By the way, if you have ideas on guests to be on the show, let me know. If anything, if you don't have any of my contact details, just post it in the AlphaISM radio thread on SRK. I'm always interested in getting getting new guests, especially for games that really don't receive a lot of attention. Like for example, Shock. Obviously he's a huge Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 fan, which coincidentally is being released on Xbox Live Arcade this month. The arcade version. It's supposed to be a 100% arcade version. It's not based on the inferior Super Nintendo or Saturn or PlayStation 1 ports. Now what was interesting though, I was talking to Alex Valle earlier, and he said that when he played Mortal Kombat Deception online, there was no lag. So I guess a good question I will talk about with Shock, but if you have something you want to say about it, you can say it now. But do you think we will see a resurging of the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, scene? Because there is a scene for it. Because I remember a long while ago, I remember there were a couple of other big tournaments that had like side tournaments for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and I do think that, based on what I've read, I've read a whole lot of shit about Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I didn't know people really got that deep with it. I remember there was a big essay that was on SRK about Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and basically it stated that the game is not broken, unlike the other Mortal Kombats, and and there's not one character that that rules them all. I mean, there's no CE Bison, in the game, or anything like that. Every character got their their good and their bad matchups. There's no one character in the game that totally dominates the game. And and I remember reading it a while ago, and so maybe if you have any views about that, I'd like to hear from you. I looked at a few Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 videos, and indeed, I've seen a whole lot of different characters win. I mean, and it really kind of runs the gauntlet. I've seen people play a lot of different characters. It was pretty interesting because it's one of the I mean, despite its age, I guess that Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is like it's the ST version of Mortal Kombat. Period. The character there's a good selection of characters, and the good chunk of them are usable. From what I've been reading. I see that Smoke. Let's see. Smoke Cabal is like any character that comes close to being like number one, as they say, is Cabal. Smoke. Nightwolf. There's a couple of other ones. I'm trying to remember. This is off the top of my head. I'm not even looking at anything. But that'll be really interesting to talk about. Whether or not we might see resurgence in that scene. Because believe it or not, I used to be a big Mortal Kombat fan, especially when Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 came out. I was really a big fan of it. By the way, this is interesting. I thought I knew just about everything about Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 as far as the game is concerned. And I didn't. Apparently, there was a WaveNet. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but it bears repeating. Apparently, there was a WaveNet version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 that had Nusabat as a playable character. And it was not. I'm not talking about a console port. This was actually an arcade release, and it was mostly in the Chicago area, according to Wikipedia. And in the game, it could be played online, sort of. This is before the internet got real big, and before everyone had broadband. So they had a T1 line, which is of course is expensive as hell, and they had these machines to go to the T1 line. And that's how they was playing it. So, now, unfortunately, I wanted to get that because I think that would be kind of cool if someone got the ROM for that game. Well, apparently, I mean, from what I've read, the likelihood of a ROM is like near non-existent because I mean, there's only been a few of them released, and it's highly unlikely that someone would have. Well, I mean, because it was never released to the public. It was, you can never buy the board, so because of that, the idea of the ROM being, being available is like slim to none. Also, I should ask Shock what version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 will this Xbox Live Arcade will be using, because since this one's going to be online, it makes me wonder, are they going to use the latest release of it? Because if I was thinking that if Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 receive an update, because apparently some other things changed too. It wasn't just the addition of new Sabat. I'm on a phone call. Jeez. Hello? You're on AlphaISM Radio.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
What's up, Ben? Me, Pryde.
Who?
Pryde. Pryde. Man, do I know that Bobby, man?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had that volume down. No one I couldn't hear you. Who's this again?
Pryde.
Oh, Pryde. What's up, man?
Man, I'm fucking pissed, man. What's up with that PS3 pre-order shit?
You weren't there last night like everybody else?
No, I didn't even find out until like now.
Me now. It's been like the last 3 days. I don't know about this 3 days ago.
Seriously? I haven't been around the past 3 days. That's fine.
So you weren't in line like Alex was, like, because Alex called me. I'm in line. He called me twice last night. So I mean, he was out there, got himself 2. Tragic got himself 4 with his friends. I mean, yeah.
How would you get any?
Huh?
Did you get any?
Dude, I'm about to be homeless in a month. I can't afford no PlayStation 3.
Oh, fuck me, man. Seriously, I was so fucking angry when I found out. I was like, no, 'cause you know, like, every now and then, right, you know, you stop at a mall, right, you be asking, yo, when's the pre-order coming in, right? And then they'll really fucking tell you. That's like bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
So
They know
you,
when it's coming.
so you did not know about this. You know, no one told
No,
you that you could have pre-ordered your PlayStation 3 this morning.
No, nobody. Nah, I was even informed because, like seriously, I just been, like, so busy at work, I didn't even know anything. Like, Saturday, I was out all day. Sunday, I was knocked out. Monday, I don't know what the fuck was going on. I was working all day Monday, on Columbus Day. Just fucking. Now I get home to the gym, and fucking now I see all this shit's like, oh, sold out. Great. That's fucking great, you know?
I'm so sorry, man.
There's nothing to be sorry about. It's, you know, I mean, what's up with all these corporate? You know it's gonna be sold out, right? So why not make more money out of it? That's something I don't really understand about corporate. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
All right, for example, right? Wait, I'm hearing echoes now.
Hold on.
But
is that better?
yeah, but all right, for example, right? Like, so you have all this hype of a PlayStation 3. Then out of nowhere, right? And you're gonna make only 400,000 units for the first batch.
Well, I mean, it's not like they chose to only make 400,000 units available. It's just that they ran short on a critical component for the Blu-ray drive. Yeah, and because of that, it's like a lot. Their initial numbers for how many. Because I know they wanted more than just 500,000 for the entire country. I know they wanted closer to 1 million, but because of that, because it was missing a critical component, they couldn't make as many as they wanted, and the production started late on those, so everything got backed up. So now,
You know what? You know, I don't. Man, I'm gonna be an asshole saying this, but man, I hope all those PS3s are defective, man. Seriously. Straight up, man. I mean, yeah, the missing one component, but this has been in the works for like how long now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's been in the works for like what, 2 years already, and they kept delaying it. I think it was just come out last year, right? Something like that. Last winter, and they keep delaying it. Now.
Well, I mean, Sony is trying to. I mean, okay, I've said it before on this show, and I said it again. I don't think Sony has really any interest in the video game market. And as far as like making quality games, I think this whole thing is about that Blu-ray shit. And I think that's what this is all about. They want to get people to play this Blu-ray because this Blu-ray, will help decide the next, generation DVD format war. They're hoping to do the same thing. They were hoping that the Blu-ray will do for the PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 3 would do for Blu-ray that PlayStation 2 did for DVD. And I don't think that's going to happen.
But they have to have a big interest, though. Contrary to what you say, right? PS2 is the one that got, Sony up there again. And I read an article in, I think Time Magazine or something recently, like Sony stocks are going down and shit like that because of they're losing so much business to Apple iPod. And the last biggest hit Sony actually had was PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. I don't know if I read this maybe a year ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they fired all the CEOs or some shit like that. So they got a new guy, a new president or a new CEO, a new director in charge of Sony now.
You're right. He's from Britain. He's British.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I mean, why are you going to cock tease all these people? You know what I'm saying? Well, here's the PS3, but there's only 400,000 available. We're not going to tell you when to pre-order it. That's a bunch of...
But you don't have to worry about... It's not like there's going to be a lot of great games at launch.
That's true, but yo, Ultimate Alliance.
Huh?
What is it Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah, but you could play it online on the Xbox version.
I don't have Xbox.
Well,
I'm
go get
anti
yourself an
Microsoft.
X360. You know that there is rumors that that Microsoft was going to drop the price. On like the day before the PlayStation 3 comes out. That's the
I don't
rumor.
think about it.
So if they drop it to maybe let's say for the premium version, they'll drop it down to what, $349 or maybe $329.
How much is it now?
That's still $399.
$3.99. Ooh, save $50-$60. I don't know. I'm just a little bit pissed now. Is Sue Mighty calling in today, by the way?
No, Sue. I don't know what's going on. He said that he was going to go out and do some stuff last night, and then he's like, but I'm not going to be leaving for another 30 minutes. And then after that, I didn't hear anything else from him for the rest of the night.
Oh.
Really, he's the only guy I've known that I had on the phone to actually leave and actually go out and party. And then last time, like the time before that, he actually messaged me like 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, like, is the radio up? I'm like, dude, I'm asleep.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he comes like, is the radio still up? This dude goes out and does a hard night of party and leave his microphone on and leave Skype on. Comes back in and be like, hey, what's up? I'm going, oh gosh.
What would you call it? Yo, do me a favor, right? Next time you talk to Sue Mighty, ask him to hook us up with a picture of his sister. It's been years I've been asking him about that,
What is this about his sister?
Yo, I heard she's hot. He says she's hot. And she's Korean.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh. Okay. So she's hot. She's Korean.
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, most Korean girls I know around Boston, they're hot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's not many ugly ones out there. And I gotta say, if Sue says she's hot, I gotta take his word, man. But he won't.
So you looking to make your move on her, huh?
Oh, she lives in Cali, but
You live in what, Vegas?
Boston, all the way out East Coast.
Oh, you live in? I thought you said you lived in Arizona or Vegas or something. Hey, you need a roommate?
Boston.
You need a roommate? I'm gonna be homeless in a month. Are you gonna let me live out on the street?
Wait, I think you live in Seattle.
Huh? Yeah.
I think you live in Seattle.
I do.
Damn. For a while, I think you live in, Maryland or something.
Live out here since May.
In May? Since May?
Yeah.
The hell are you doing out there?
Dude, I went out here because my former job, I got promoted, and they sent me out here, and let's just say a lot of shit went wrong ever since I moved out here. It hasn't been a really good move. Because when I used to live in Michigan. That's where I lived before then. But the main place I stayed was actually California. But when I was in Michigan, there's one of two places I wanted to go. I wanted to go either to Seattle or go to Boston. But Boston is hella expensive to live there.
Oh yeah, trust me. I know.
So I was my job as a belly dancer ain't going all that well, so I don't think I can, go out there and live in Boston. So I took my job. I was promoted to floating manager for a player company, and I moved out to Seattle, and shit has fallen apart ever since then.
Damn. I'm telling you though, Boston's not all that cracked up to be. I honestly, I guess because I live here my whole life, so it's just the community over here is so small. There's a bunch of people, right? But it's probably the same way everywhere else. But I go to a club, right? And I'm like, damn, I just saw you last night at a different club. You just hit up all the same spots, and it's just whack, man. And I don't know, man. It's so gay these days, man. Seriously, I don't know. You don't want to have fun, right? You don't want to see the same crowd of people you see every fucking weekend, right? I don't know. That's just me. I get bored easily.
Well, it's not a whole lot going on here either.
I don't know. My boy was in the army, right? So he says, the bars over there are crazy. He was in the Marines, and he went out there for a trip, and he had a wild time. He said, but that was just like for like a couple weeks. That's it. So I don't know how it was back afterwards though.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to go out there because I've never been out on the East Coast.
Really?
Never been out there.
Not much. No, not. Well, you go to New York.
I've never been to New York.
New York. Yeah, it takes a little bit getting used to. If you like traveling by like, public transportation, it's pretty cool. But if you're driving, good luck, man. Good luck. Boston, it's alright, man. It's a really small city. That's a good thing. It's easy to get around, but the bad thing is, seriously, like you said earlier, everything is expensive here, man.
All right. So you're saying not to move to Boston. So what I'm gonna do?
I don't know, man. To be honest with you, Ben, I don't know your financial crisis, so
Let me say I'm in a crisis right now. Let's just say that.
There's a lot of areas around here booming. If you go to Rhode Island.
You know what the thing? Man, I lived in Rhode Island and the ghetto. The apartment's like $1,000 a month. I'm going, what the hell?
Actually, Rhode Island's getting really up there right now. I know a lot of, because I'm in sort of like a construction business.
Mm-hmm.
So I know there's a lot of development going on down there, and Rhode Island, Connecticut, that's the place to move.
Man, I was looking at apartments in Providence, Rhode Island, on forrent.com. I'm like, shit.
How much?
I found a studio runs you about $950 a month, a one bedroom about,
That's expensive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, unless they're gonna pimp my ass out and be out there on the street corner, I don't see I'm gonna be able to afford that. Well, see, the thing about Seattle is the job market is really bad. There are no jobs. Most jobs, they want a senior vice president of human resources. I'm like, I don't got the fucking qualifications for that.
Ben, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer. It's cool, right? But how much did you get paid as a salary base?
For what?
For what you did?
About $33K.
$33K?
Yeah. So nothing real special. When I moved down here, $33K would have been fine. I had my own car. I was, I had my own apartment. Everything looked fine, except that the third or fourth day I was here, I was working. My car breaks down on me in downtown Seattle on an uphill in front of a police cruiser. Had the car towed. Turns out $800 just to start beginning to fix something. Now, mind you, I just paid out almost $2,000 to move. Because I had to pay, $510 for May's rent for my old apartment, $600 for May's rent in my new apartment, $300 for the deposit on May's rent. $450 for gas to drive from Michigan all the way out here to Washington. You get the point.
Yo, Ben, you got milked.
Yeah, so I had to go get a car finance, which I really wouldn't want to do. So I got a car now from the worst dealership in the entire. When I tell people where I got my car, they always laugh at me. they just hey man, how do your booty hole feel? I'm it's feeling real raw right now. I understand, man. Because they fucked me on it. I have a.
Oh yeah, they milked you. I said, they fucking milked you.
No, milk is fine. Fucking up in someone's ass with sandpaper wrapped around your dick, that's not fine. Because that's what I got. Because I'm paying. Guess how much interest I'm paying on my car?
How much?
Take a wild guess. You must not own the car.
I do.
You must not paying on the car.
I know. I already paid it off. That's why. An extra what? $150 a month added towards the end of the bill.
Let's just say this: my car note is $360 a month, and they charged me an additional $11 to pay over the phone. I pay by credit card. So it's really $370 a month. That's just for the car note. Insurance is $200 a month.
Damn, that's not bad actually.
For me, it is bad because I was paying $70 before.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Look, they milk you. They fuck you and they milk you. They fuck you while milking you. Damn.
You know, they didn't give me a damn. It's not just like in Full Metal Jacket. I mean, they were the type to fuck me up the ass and didn't give me the damn courtesy to give me a reach around. You know, I mean, it was bad. You know, I'm paying 28% interest on my car.
28? You serious?
28% interest.
28%?
I thought right, when I found out, I told my, is that shit legal? Apparently it is.
Dude, yo, don't take this as an insult, right? But dude, I think they saw a sucker coming, man. I'm sorry to say it.
No, 28%? They saw a desperate ass nigga coming, and he knew they had me.
Oh my gosh, 28%. Jesus Christ. You might have to sell one of your fucking kidneys on a black market now.
So, no, it don't stop there though, because in July, just 2 months later, I was at work. I was eating a piece of steak that we ordered, and this pain shot up through my mouth. I'm like, shoot, I was in agony. They took me to the dentist, right? My back part of my molar rotted off because I couldn't reach it with a toothbrush, and my nerve was exposed. So that's why I wasn't so much pain. Root canal. $2,000. Insurance only paid half of that.
You serious? That's just half?
Just half.
They should have fucking covered everything.
No, they didn't. Man, so now, mind you, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I had to start looking for another form. I thought I had to go and start looking for a higher paying job. I try to go into the car business. Big ass mistake. I couldn't cut it.
Damn.
But it wouldn't have been so bad had my other employer paid me my vacation. I had $700 worth of vacation, and they withheld it from me.
That's
because
illegal.
They said I did not technically give them a 2 weeks notice, which is bullshit. What happened was when I found out that I passed the interview part of it, because I told my boss everything I was doing. I told him about the interviews. I told her that I cannot give her my leave of absence. I can't give her my termination notice until until I pass my blood test and until they make sure that they have a spot open and all that stuff. So they told me not to put in my notice yet. But she knew way before I put my notice. And in fact, she called me like 2 days before I gave it to her. I'm like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah. They told me they'll let me know in a couple of days. And then when I did notice, I gave her the date, the last day I could work, because they wanted me to. I gave her my last date, which would be a Saturday, August the 5th. Because that Monday they wanted me to start at training. So I sat there. I filled out my termination paperwork. Technically I left on good terms. And nothing real bad. Then I noticed that I never got my check for my vacation pay. So I called my old boss. I say, hey, Audrey, what happened to my vacation? She goes, I didn't cash it out. I'm like, why not? She goes, well, you forfeited that. I'm like, what do you mean the fuck I forfeited it? She's like, you didn't give me exactly 2 weeks notice. I'm like, you knew way more than 2 weeks that I was leaving the company. And she says that she didn't know. I'm like, Audrey, I was the one who told you. I told you knew about my interviews. I told you that I had to get another job. I told you that that I have to get something else, or else I'm going to sink without a trace. It's like you act like that I just sprang this upon you. You're like, well, you the one that gave me the last date that you was going to work. Yeah, because that was the last date that the person personally worked, because they wanted me to start that Monday. So she says, like, great. So now you fucked me over. She's like, no, you tried to fuck me over. You went on your lunch break and blah blah. I'm like, what's fine? What's wrong going on my lunch break for an interview? I'm like, I'm sorry the interview took longer than I thought, and before I get back, but that still doesn't negate the fact that I gave you, I did not, I mean, I gave you more than 2 weeks notice. So I'm going around and around and around with her, and so I hung up with her. Then I emailed her boss's boss, the VP of operations for the Western Zone, and basically, he says I would look into the matter. Then he says that he has done everything according to corporate policy, which is BS, because my old boss, with the company, greatest boss I ever had, he told me that whenever she terminates an employee or the employee leaves, she always pays them out, cashes out their vacation. It is up to the manager's discretion as far as what it's saying. He's saying it's company discretion. It's the company rule. There is no company rule because I read a handbook from cover to cover. That's why she likes me, because I was so compliance oriented. I knew what the company expected inside and out. The handbook, the operations manual, and so forth and so on. So now I tried this new gig with cars, couldn't do it, didn't make it. I told we just had a meeting that day, the day that I left, or the day that would be my last day. He goes. He told us that we weren't performing up to expectations. We were supposed to sell 200 cars, we only sold 137 or something. He asked all of us, how many can we sell and everything. So we get reamed in that meeting, and then I told him later, I'm like, man, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can really measure up to expectations because I'm still so new and everything. And he says, well, thanks for trying, and then he let me go.
That's it.
That's it.
Damn. Yeah. When you're in sales, you should never say anything like that.
Well, I was being honest with him because I'm not. See, the thing about it is, I'm not. I try. Okay, here's a true story about Ben. When I was younger, I used to be known as one of those pathological liars. But I always lied about things that weren't really important. Like, I never lied to cover up something or anything like that. I only just lied because I just wanted to make people laugh or, make something more than it really is. I shouldn't say lie. I'm a pathological exaggerator, so whatever. And that's what I used to do, which I would think would fit great in my job as a car salesman. But then I realized that I don't like being like that. I like being truthful with people all the time. And I realized that in the car business, it's really, really, really hard to do that. But besides the fact that in the particular dealership I was working in, there was a whole lot of salesmen. And he gave a directive that if a new customer comes up, the experienced people should talk to them first, not us, the new people. So we're all basically, and I mean, like the 2 weeks I worked there, I went through not 2, but the 3 weeks I worked there, I managed to come across, let's see, I maybe spoke to about 5 customers, and I sold I sold like a half a car. I could have sold another one, but the dude backed out of it. And so out of 3 weeks, if you only speak to 5 people, that's bad.
That's bad, yeah. But you gotta see, as a salesperson, right? When you're an adult already, right? So you gotta take the initiative and fuck. No.
It was literally that dead.
Really?
Yeah, it was literally that dead. And I shouldn't say I shouldn't say that. I would say that it was not enough customers to go around for everybody. I can't, because one of my coworkers, he was chastised by the manager because he was going out there and basically introducing himself to everybody that walks in. They basically told him to leave these leads for someone else. I'm like, you got chastised for taking the initiative? What the hell?
Yeah, damn, a bunch of crock.
Plus, working at that job, man, my legs hurt it so bad. Man, that job, you have no life outside of your job.
Oh, because you got to be there for
8:30
hours.
8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then there are days that you can come in, and then on your days off, they will probably want you to come in because, to complete a deal, or else you won't get credit for the deal. I mean, it's stupid.
Okay, Joe, but Ben, have you ever been in the construction business?
I'm not, what's the word I'm looking for? You watched the Cosby Show, haven't you?
nah, not really.
How old are you again?
Like 25?
You never
25
watched the
next-
Cosby Show?
Well, barely.
Are you black?
What? No, I'm fucking Chinese Vietnamese.
I thought you said you were black.
I'm not black. You serious? You like?
I thought you were black, dude.
No, dude. I'm Chinese Vietnamese.
Oh, fuck.
You serious? You thought I was black?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, does a black person sound like a fob?
But, you know, I couldn't tell. I mean, like, with your voice, the way you're talking, I mean, now I could see it, but, I mean, I don't really judge people by the sound of their voice, because some people is just not really apparent. A lot of people tell me I talk white.
Actually, you do sound kind of white. Sorry.
And I guess that's because I don't use a whole lot of, you know, ebonics and shit. You know, I guess, you know, because my mom will slap me in the head if I go, what's up, and shit like that, you know, and what's hanging and all. She didn't like that. Slap the shit out of you for saying that.
Damn.
She says, you say hello. How are you doing? Not what's up, what's hanging.
Well, my mom does the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, what's up? Right? She says, what's up what? I was like,
And
oh,
I
never
dare
mind.
you. I dare you. I dare you to use nigga in front of my mom.
Nah,
what's up, nigga?
Nah, I would never. I don't use that word around like. I only use that word around like friends I know, but I would never use that around like. If I even had a friend that was African American, I wouldn't use that word. It's offensive.
Well,
man.
you know what? I never used it when I was younger, and then like when I got online more, I started using it more. But now I'm kind of coming back on it because you know it is a double standard. Because really, there should be no difference between nigger and nigger. I mean, I know that there is, and that you know there's you know people just use it. You know, they're trying to say that they took you know a word that used to have a bad connotation and made it to something else. You know, to me, there's nothing. That's about the same as saying, well, you know what? And I'm gonna take this a piece of dog shit. I'm gonna put some seasoning, salt, and pepper on it and eat it. You know, make it more palatable. I mean, it's asinine. So I try not to, you know, use that word too much. You know, but
I mean, I only say it towards my friends, like you know, my Asian buddies. You know, but I would never say it to like you know, say if I met you, I would never say it to you because I don't know how you take it. You know. People take it differently.
I only use like the word nigger in a sense where I'm trying to make a point, not as in what's up nigger. I'm like, if I'm like earlier, I said that I said something about hating niggers. I'm like, I forgot what I said, but that's the only way I ever use the word. Usually, is no because I'm trying to make a point about how some people view, you know, and shit like that. But yeah, I thought you were black, man. I thought you understood what I was going through, but you know. Part of the
no, it's just like Did you say poverty?
Huh?
No, I heard you say something.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you know I thought you understood what I'm talking about, my oppression and the.
Oh no, I mean like I can say I can sort of get what you're saying. You know, but
I appreciate the honesty. No,
I
I was
won't say
saying
like
that I'm not mechanically inclined. You put a hammer in my hand, well, someone liable to get hurt.
You sure about that?
Yeah, that's why I asked you if you ever seen the Cosby Show because you know Heathcliff, you know, played Bill Cosby. He tried to do his own fixer-uppers like around the house, and let's just say that it was less than successful. You know, I'm one that busted my nail one time because I hit my finger instead of the nail.
Hey man, practice makes perfect, dude.
No, I only got 9 fingers left, so no.
Oh,
damn. 7 fingers left. Yeah.
Yo, I mean, you can get it anywhere in business, dude. Like, alright, for me, for example, right? And like, I hope I don't sound like a spoiled brat or anything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you are. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Nah, but like my dad owns a store, right? So, it's sort of like a Home Depot thing. So like, you know, I meet a lot of construction people, and you know, especially a lot of Asian ones. It's fucking annoying, you know. Annoying Asian people are the worst people you can deal with when you're selling something to them. Seriously, I'm Asian, I know that. Annoying, but like, you know, I mean, I started out there. I mean, like, you know, people ask me a lot of shit, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, seriously? I mean, it's all about learning, man. You want to learn, you can do it. And like, you know, you see, a lot of people see me, right? I kid you not, dude. Like, I started out 3 years ago. But up until last year, I started working out. But I can tell you, I was at 105 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm 5'5", 105 pounds. Okay, that's pretty skinny for an Asian kid. Well, I've always been skinny.
Mm-hmm.
When I started working out, people would, like, within over 6 months, I gained 20 pounds.
Nice.
Within 9 months, I was at 135 pounds.
Nice. So you big buff dude.
I bulked up. But after my surgery, when I had my surgery, I lost a lot of mass, but I'm slowly getting back up there.
Surgery for what? Did you have your penis enlarged?
No, I had I told you. I think I had jaw surgery.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, okay.
That's why I couldn't, like, call in before, because I had jaw surgery.
Did they wire your mouth shut?
Oh, yeah, man. They fucking banded shut, actually. It wasn't really wired, but they put rubber bands over. That shit was a pain in the ass, dude. Like, yo, you just sitting there looking at food, you can't fucking eat it.
Mm.
That shit, dude,
so what can you do? So you just have to use, like, using a liquid diet?
Like, sir, that's how I lost 18 pounds off of that. Like, I kid you not. Like, you know how I had to feed myself through a syringe?
What?
A syringe. I'm dead serious. A syringe. I mean, it was one of those plastic ones, not the metal ones, but it was plastic ones.
So where did you stick the syringe at?
In your mouth. Like everything's like all, like, your whole mouth, your whole lower jaw is like swollen. It's like you look like, basically you look like fat bastard. You would know what you look like if you had weight on.
Oh my gosh, shit.
And you had to stick the plastic syringe all the way in the back of your mouth, right? Like, you know, on the side of it, and, like, let it go through the little holes that you have inside your teeth, you know, the little gaps, whatever, you have gaps there. And I was living off of a small bottle of Insure, which was like 8 ounces, and a cup of apple juice for like 3 weeks. That shit was painful, dude. So weak, you can't even do nothing. But everything's okay now. Are you laughing at me, Ben?
No. I'm just imagining in my head. I'm going.
I mean, you had a root canal. I mean, how painful was that, right? Were you able to eat?
Yeah, actually, I was.
Oh.
I mean, this doctor was really good. This doctor was really good, but I could just feel like I could feel all the money being drained out of my account, because, like, as soon as he was done with the first half of the procedure, it was like he came out in his Hawaiian shirt, he was in his shades on, he was going on vacation. You know, he just made a fool. He just made a couple of grand off of me.
Yeah, damn straight he did. He said, I'll be back next year.
That's right.
Damn.
You know, he was really good. But the first time, you know what, it probably was painful, but I was in so much pain with the exposed nerve, I didn't care. I told him, put that needle in. I opened my mouth, like, get it, hit it. He's like, and I'm like, thank you. I went, thank you. Because they finally, like, deadened the nerve. You know.
Damn, how long did it take?
Oh, about
for the whole procedure?
For the whole procedure, probably like 45 minutes. For each session, 45 minutes. And, you know, now I got a filling in there. I can feel the filling. But I have to put a crown back on. That's another $780.
Damn.
Yeah, so like I said, it's been. I'm to the point now where let's just say that, yeah, that things are looking pretty bleak right now, and you know, and I'll be the first to tell anybody, you know, some of it is my own fault, you know, but some of it is just circumstances, you know. I would not have been in circumstances if everything would have went wrong on me like it did.
I'm telling you, man, try to get construction, dude. Some good money there. Plus, right? It's under the table.
That's good.
Yeah, man. Who wants to pay taxes?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you might be a rookie, but yo, I mean, you gotta eat though. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's true.
Well, I don't know. I mean, try construction, dude. There's a lot of companies out there probably looking. You know. Have you ever thought of it?
I mean, if you saw me, you'll understand. I mean, I'm a big guy. I mean, I'm not one for physical strenuous activity. After an hour, I'll be pleading for mercy and probably walk off the site and go home.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've never met you, so I don't know. So I apologize.
I mean, it's the thing about it is I have extensive experience in banking and finance, you know, and that's what I've been trying to get a job in. So, yeah, that's what I've been trying to do.
So currently, right? But currently, right now, you're just like, you're still looking, right?
I'm putting in my applications. I got my resume posted on like 4 different sites. I'll apply for every job that I'm qualified for, and even a few I'm not qualified for.
Damn. Oh, I wish you good luck on that one, man.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just that the job market is pretty bad. I mean, if you look over the line on the statistics, like Seattle's got one of the worst job markets right now.
Let's see. Have you ever tried selling cell phones? I mean, you sold cars. Cell phones is a good money place right there too. I don't know if you like dealing with customers, but cell phones are good business, man.
You mean like work for Sprint or something?
Yeah, man.
I tried. There weren't any positions open because I tried looking at that because I was going to try to come in as a manager since I have extensive managerial.
No, you don't want to become a manager, dude. You want to become a sales dude.
No. Well, the managers for Sprint, I know this because I have a few friends that work for them. They get a cut. They still get a cut of all the commissions that their salespeople make.
You started Verizon, dude. My boy works for Verizon, and he gets crazy commission, dude.
Yeah, but the only thing about Verizon is like when I looked online for Seattle area, all they're looking for is people working in a call center. I'm not getting on the telemarketing thing and calling people like, "Hello, you know, would you like a cell phone?" You know.
No, dude, you got to try one of those.
I'm trying to get one where I could work, you know, in an actual store. You know, I don't mind selling phones. I mean, if they had the position open, I sure would take it. Because then you're right, they have crazy commissions, and, you know, and just, you know, I mean, it would have been
balls.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool.
Go to the malls. They have just go to like one of the malls and work in a kiosk or something. You don't need to work in an official store. Work in one of those regular stores and work your way up there, dude.
Yeah, I mean, well, unfortunately, there's only one mall in the entire Seattle area.
Are you serious?
There's only one. There's only one mall, and I said, but you know what? I'm gonna look and see if they have one. If they have one in there, I'm gonna look. It's not terrible. It's not terribly far from here, but it's a nice drive. I mean, because that was another problem on my old job. I was making $33K a year, right? But I was traveling 50 miles a day. And gas means $3 a gallon. Whew. Boy, that took a bite out of me.
How come you never asked the company to pay for you?
They don't. They're not going to pay for you going to and from work. And not only that is like, because since I was a flowing manager, it's like I was assigned to 2 different stores, and I code constantly between those 2 stores. They don't pay me for that either. Or my boss didn't. I'm like, well, what the hell? You know, so now you see what I was talking about. I mean, that's why I had to look for a new job, because I'm like, if I continue like this, I'm going to stick without a trade. And sure enough, I'm just about at nose right now. But,
you know, Ben,
hey, so, are you going to do, well, you know what, you can go ahead and, there's a link on Capcom, on Pound Capcom. Guy is selling his PlayStation 3 pre-order for $1 million.
Fuck that. I ain't buying that shit. $1 million. Put that on eBay already? Man, fuck that, man. I'll just wait. I'll just fucking wait. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna take my time and play Final Fantasy 12. That's it.
Just know what you should do. Just go ahead. Just buy a Nintendo Wii and have some fun.
You know, the only reason why I would buy a Nintendo is for Zelda. That's it.
Hey, by the way, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Have you heard from Z-Scan?
No. According to Watts, he's a homo.
Okay. First of all, I really don't care if he's gay, straight, bi. You know, he likes an occasional sheep. I really don't care. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of funny though, because that's like the first time I've ever seen someone just like all of a sudden like disappear off the face of the earth.
Oh, that's it. He'll come back. Like, okay, I heard. Okay, first thing, right? I heard he was in jail. All right. The second one, right? I don't know if Watts was dicking around or anything, but Watts was like, yeah. So, Scan came out the closet, right, and confessed his love to me, and then all of a sudden, right?
To him? Hold on. He confessed his love to him?
I could be exaggerating. I don't remember. You can ask Watts. But it was something along the lines of that. He came out of the closet, and then like Watts was like, "What the fuck," right? And
yeah, because Watts was on earlier, and he said that. Okay, let me scroll up because I don't want to misrepresent what was said. Hold on a second. Let's see it. Is it? Oh, that's in Capcom. Hold on. I'm gonna scroll up a bit. This is some really... this is like totally like shocked me.
Is he really gay? I don't know if he's making that up.
No, I don't think he was.
I don't know.
Watts wouldn't lie about something like this. Because that says I asked Watson, I'm like, do you know what happened to Scan? He says, Scan is confirmed homo, got confronted, went and missing in action, so fuck him. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, that's what he basically said to me too, some shit like that.
It's like, and then Pieces like, who cares if you're gay? Watts goes, he does, obviously, and doesn't want to come out. Refuse to take any phone calls, change his aim, change his BNet name, the works.
Maybe Wizard would know. I don't know, man.
Oh, yeesh. Oh.
Yeah, but he disappeared for like 6-7 months before, and he come back like nothing's ever happened. And he'll probably take over Capcom again and ban everyone, especially Watts. I don't know, man.
That's kind of. I mean, no, it was like when I heard about that, I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that, And then I was trying to remember, like, do I have any logs of talking with Scan? Let me see. Let me see if I have it. The last time I talked to Scan was May.
May, damn. The other person that might know?
No. June.
Yeah, that seems like around the time he disappeared, June or July, something like that.
Yeah, I last talked to him on June, and I asked him if he's seen my new board. This is when I first got the StreetFighterAlpha.net show board when I got it up.
Yeah, I've seen that shit. That's a pretty nice site. Whatchamacallit? Eeks might know. Eakin? Have you asked him?
Oh, okay.
He might know where Scan is. Him, they were pretty close on IRC.
Oh, wow. Jinrai, that was wrong. I'm not even going to repeat that. Don't you repeat that either, Pryde.
Oh.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I'm not near my computer, so I can't read it.
Well, okay. Good. That's a good thing, because that was wrong. All right, yeah. So, yeah, when I thought about it earlier, I was just like, oh, come on. There's got to be more to the story than that, Being in jail,
I
I
don't
can
know.
believe that because he flipped his car because he had a Nissan Z. He flipped his car. He got another one. Then he was working on getting like a twin turbo kit for his car, and then he got like I think he got like a DUI or DWI and had to appear in court. And I think the last time I really like talked to him about it.
Oh, what the fuck he does, yo, for a job, man, getting all this money. How does he gambles? That's all he does. What does he do for a living?
I have no idea actually.
Because he told me he had two 350Zs, and I was just like, how the fuck he got this money? That's the only thing I was thinking in my head.
Maybe
I
he's
don't
selling
know,
crack rocks. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, he never like. I don't think he really ever told me. At least not like directly.
I don't know what most of these people do. What is Jinrai's a teacher, right?
Yeah.
God forbid get him get near my kids, man. I'll kill him.
Oh man, that's not even right. Jinrai is a good teacher.
Man, they're all good teachers. You know, until shit happens, man. You never know, man. These days, man, you can't ever trust anyone. Fucking, you got people going to random schools and fucking shooting people.
That's right. You have to worry about. You don't have to worry about Jinrai doing that because he'd be one of the people to be shot. Because since he's a
Exactly.
teacher.
Damn. You know what? I hope Jinrai. You know what? Tell Jinrai call in.
Uh-oh. Jinrai, you're being called out. He teaches at an elementary school, so I don't
That's
think
even worse.
Why is that worse?
He could be the next Karl Marx, whatever his name is. What is that? What that John Bonet guy? Mark Carr, whatever his name is.
John Carr. Oh, that's not even right, dude. That's
Dude,
that's
I'm sorry.
cruel,
I'm-
man.
Yeah, I know. I'm cruel like that. I hit the nerves sometimes. I like to hit the nerves. Get people angry. Is he gonna call in, or is he gonna push the out?
Let
Nope,
me
he's not
see.
calling in.
Yeah, well, we'll see. There's a delay there. Hold on. Let's see if he's gonna. He's probably got to go to bed soon because if I remember correctly, he's like 3 hours ahead of me, and
Oh, really?
Yeah, he lives in.
Where's he live?
He lives in Canada, I think.
Oh, he lives in Canada. Ah. No wonder why he's so weird. I would never understand his oral fixation. I know him.
Hello?
Hello.
Jinrai, what's up?
I was told to call, so I'm calling.
What's up, Jinrai?
Yo,
How's it going?
how's sorry? What?
I said, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. It's a little hard to hear here.
Oh. What
Yeah,
are you
I'm good.
watching?
How's the teaching job going?
It's not a job, it's a practicum, but hey.
Molested any kids yet?
No.
No,
Haven't had a chance, too busy.
Ah. Get some tips from this camp. He'll teach you.
Did you get
Don't
to
tell
beat
him I
any
said that
kids
either.
yet? Don't you guys believe in corporal punishment up there?
No.
I don't.
Nope, not at all. There hasn't been a strap in over 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Damn.
Canadian used to do the corporal punishment. You get online, they'll whack it across the backside.
Oh, try it now, you'll be fired.
But, yo, so, is teaching your only job?
That's enough.
Oh, I'm
It's
asking
put-
if you have a job. I don't know if you're like...
No. See, when you're on a practicum, especially, you need to drop what you're doing. You know, basically, you don't work other than teaching.
Oh.
I mean, sure, you can have something on the side in the summer, but that's about it.
Like,
how much money can
I mean,
you,
how would they know?
how much money will you make, like, once you, like, you know, become a
See,
full-fledged?
okay, the problem with having a job, you know, on the side of teaching, is that you have no time. You're marking things, you're planning lessons, you're doing this, you're doing that. Basically, teachers actually work from around 7 in the morning to like 8 at night.
Have you ever seen GTO?
Yes, and I'm GTJ.
There you
That's what
go.
Kai calls me.
Jinrai, how much would you make when you're like a full-fledged teacher?
Starting salary is about 50K.
What?
Yeah,
50K.
exactly. Eat
Canadian.
your heart out,
Okay.
Pryde. Eat your heart out,
That's
Pryde.
It's about 47K American, I think. 45K, 47.
A teacher.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, they
We have a-
actually value
we
their
have a damn good
teachers.
union in this province.
Yeah, they
You know how much
actually
teachers
value
make
their
here?
teachers, their Pryde, huh?
Oh my god. They like my teachers back in America, man. Yo, they struggle.
Exactly, because American teachers are screwed. But the thing is, in this province, we have this union that was formed in the 30s. It became so damn powerful, it's one of the most powerful unions in the province. And because of that, we start with 50K. And we can go up to about 85K.
Damn.
85K a year.
We deserve it.
85,000.
That'll take you 10 years of service.
That's still not bad.
Yeah,
To go 30 grand in 10 years, that's not bad at all.
yeah. But you earn that money.
But damn.
I want to become a
50K
teacher.
a year.
Hmm?
I want to become a teacher.
It's taken me 6 years. I have a 4-year Bachelor of Science degree, and then there's a 2-year after degree in education.
Can I live with you in the meantime?
Pardon?
Can I live with you in the meantime? Because I'm going to need someone to stay.
How much in the meantime, what?
Can I live with
He
you?
wants to live with you.
Oh!
Meantime?
Now, find a place up here first. Lots of jobs here, lots of jobs.
So you willing to let me live on the street?
I won't let you live on the street. You can get cheap housing.
I have a.
So are you offering to pay for him?
No?
Jinrai,
You're fucked
I'll
up,
give
man.
you an autographed poster of Oro.
Oh, yeah. Autographed by who? You?
Yeah. You're my #1 fan.
I guarantee, if you put as much effort into finding a job here as you would over there in Seattle, you would have a job in less than a week.
Yeah, but when they say it's a bear market out here, they weren't kidding. You know, I see strippers are out of money. They're like out of jobs, looking for jobs. I'm like, what happened? Corporate takeover. How the fuck can you lose your job as a stripper in a corporate takeover?
Serious business.
Hey, Pryde, so, if things get too bad, I know I can come stay with you, right?
You can stay with
Me,
Mo.
I live with my parents.
Do your parents have a problem with a nigger, or?
No.
not
See,
that.
Mo's black. He comes here all the
I'm just asking
time.
the most obvious question.
No.
You know
The
what?
thing is-
I'm not going to. Hey, I mean, I don't know.
No. The deal is they wouldn't house anyone but family.
So they would have a problem with niggers. So I mean,
They'd have a problem with the white guy staying here.
well, that's different. That's okay. But, Pryde, you think they'll let me stay out in the shed?
I had no
No,
idea.
Mo will house you, no problem there.
Oh, that's right. You live in Boston. There ain't no sheds out there. Like they got land for that.
Sorry.
But I don't know. See, the thing is, if you come up to where I live, you'll have to survive, minus 30 degrees Celsius weather in the winter. Well, it's minus 30 in Fahrenheit. Something like minus 20 Fahrenheit. something like that.
20 degrees instead.
Oh, wait. Like, would you live like near Vancouver, Toshin?
No. I live in Edmonton.
So you live on the other freaking coast of the freaking country.
Edmonton,
No,
that's like
I'm
a middle.
west.
Like, where is Edmonton compared to Vancouver?
East. It's the next province over. It's above, straight north from Denver, pretty much.
So
Other side of the Rocky
That's
Mountains.
not terribly far from me, because I'm in Seattle, and Vancouver's only like a 6-hour drive from here.
Oh, could be a lot of jobs in Vancouver. I don't know.
Yeah,
All
I
I know
just
is that
need someone to stay
Edmonton-
with. Jinrai, I know that you've been such a wonderful supporter of the radio, and I know that you would do everything you can to make sure that I stay in a home.
You know what, Jinrai? You know what, Jinrai? I'm gonna speak for you for a second, Ben. You know, Jinrai? You know what?
What?
Ben
What?
will dress up as Oro any day.
That's right. I was dressed up as Oro. I even let you see like part of my balls like you can in the.
Oh,
There you
you're
go.
really stretching there.
Cosplay, baby. You can't beat that.
Come on.
How about you money match Hung B and win?
Money matching what?
Hung B.
Honeybee.
Hung B.
Oh, Hung Bee. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Money matching Hung Bee in what? In Third Strike?
Of course.
Oh, I'd kill him.
Man.
No, but you have to. No, it's got to be mirror match Oro. You can't cheat and use Chun.
I'd kill him. I've already told you that.
I don't even know if I'd beat him. I don't think I would.
Like all I gotta do is like I'm just gonna go up there. I'm just gonna like let out like one loud ass stinking fart, like one of those where you think the person shit on themselves, and then it'll be over. Because once he sees that green mist rising, he won't be able to focus on the green. That's why I have to go to work.
Actually, I'm teaching a science lesson tomorrow about measuring wind speed. I was thinking about working in a fart joke, but
No, that's inappropriate.
Hey, Ben. You know, in Canada, right? The government takes care of you. I don't know if it's true or not, but I got a girl down there, right? And she's like, tells me like, if you don't have a job, the government pays you like $1,000 a month. Is that true, Jinrai?
the government does take pretty good care of you. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that. Their taxes is like 98% interest and everything.
Hey, man, just don't work. Then just buy food, live off
You
of
get
that.
a lot of that money back, actually.
Hmm?
You got a good tax person.
How much do you get back?
Well,
Like 40% of it,
See.
60%?
Without telling people how much you make, like use a hypothetical figure and a hypothetical amount you pay in taxes and a hypothetical amount you would get back.
okay, actually, right now I'm looking at a check that the government sent me, that they send me 4 times a year. It's, sales tax credit.
Uh-huh.
I get $84.86 4 times a year.
Okay.
Yeah, for nothing, just for free. It's free money,
Wow.
4 times a year.
Like, how much of your check is consumed by taxes, though?
Well, right now I don't work, so none of it.
What do you mean you don't work?
I don't work. I'm doing the practicum full time.
Yeah, but the practicum pays you money, right?
And the practicum pays nothing. In fact, I'm paying $3,500 tuition.
Wait, so how are you getting money?
Student loans.
Uh,
And I live with mommy and daddy.
do you think?
Wait, how old are you again?
26?
So,
Oh, okay.
you think your parents have any power with niggers?
No, they don't. It's just anyone staying here.
Tell them it's for a good cause. You know what?
No,
You
I'm
guys
telling
are
you,
so-
you're almost guaranteed to get a place with Mo. He's housed people before.
Who?
Mo.
Who
He's
is-
he's the local best player.
He's a local what?
He's a local
Best
top
player.
player.
In what game?
He's our best.
What game?
Third Strike, CVS, and Super Turbo.
Okay,
What's
I'll
his
probably
name
better
again?
teach him a few things.
He dabbles in Marvel, but he's not that good.
I'll own him in Marvel.
I bet you could. But we have another, semi-top player that plays Marvel here. His name's JJ Tactics. He's pretty good. He went to T8 or T7. T7.
Don't know him. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, he's not that famous. I mean, he's like, average compared to like the standard American player, I guess. But he does okay from Canadian Marvel point of view.
this is the most interesting. He's the most interesting nickname I've seen. Knuckle what?
Knuckle what?
Hey, Ben.
What?
Hey, Jinrai. I got it's 11:30 over here in Boston, so I gotta get some sleep. I gotta wake up at 6:30 tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I got to go to bed pretty soon myself because I got a day of teaching ahead tomorrow.
All right.
So I think I'm
Ben.
gonna hang up here too.
All
I'm
right.
gonna stick around for a few minutes, but I'm gonna go to bed pretty soon.
All right.
All right,
Well,
Ben. I gotta go though.
all right then. Take it easy.
We'll
All
talk
right.
more later. All right.
All right, see ya.
Take care. Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go and hope that you get another guest.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Okay, see ya.
Bye. Well, that was certainly interesting. So, can we get anybody else on the show? Had Jinrai on the show. We had Pryde from SRK on the show. If you want to call in, the number is 425-738-6216. If you got Skype, download it. The instructions are on the radio thread. That's a sticky in the fighting game discussions. And if not, then I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So I'll give a few minutes for people who want to call in. Talk about whatever. We were talking about PlayStation 3 earlier, but kind of gone off topic. But that's the way it works. All right. Alrighty. Are we going to get anybody else on the show? We got people on the show, and we got 20 people listening. No one's going to call in. If you're wondering again what the number is, 425-738-6216. Tonight's topic has really got the PlayStation 3. And, but it could be about anything at this point. So, I'll give another few minutes for someone to call in. Meanwhile, I'm going to check on a few things. I'll be right back. Alrighty. I don't know what's going on here. We got people listening, but yet no show. No one's calling in. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but without no participation, there's no show.